Samsung Health or your energy score, density.
It's good. Being a good teacher.
It's just like that. And it's, what's the difference between your device and this device?
Again, but that's going to be one of those things. It's going to take time for people to kind of get used to and understand, like, what is that today? So I thought today's event was great because what I saw today, to be honest with you, was kind of like the first real working examples of AI stuff that I think normal people are going to want to use. I mean, there's been a lot of hype around AI and some of the things theoretically it could do, but I feel like today we started to get a hint at some stuff that, you know, regular people are going to want to use and that will be truly impactful. So, I mean, one of the things that was really interesting about today's event was the level of partnership between Google and Samsung. It seemed much stronger than I've ever seen it before. And so, for example, the ability to launch Gemini with a side push on the button. Gemini is a very powerful tool. And yes, you can launch it from other Android phones, but Samsung sells a lot more, and it's going to be an on by default kind of a thing, so more people are going to get exposed to it.
Do you find any sharks in that water?
Sense.
Sense of humor as well. Yeah. This is fun, right? It makes it a little bit more fun. You can see the main camera. Yeah. And then you can also do like still 200 megapixel camera, but also.
Yeah, I mean, you know, cameras are always a big feature in smartphones, and a couple of things that Samsung did this time around I think are important. Number one, you know, they upgraded the macro and wide angle lens to a 50 megapixel from a 12. That's a big jump. And we saw a lot more features in the video side. Log video for professional videographers allows them to do color matching and other things that are important for them. But we saw a lot of other AI features. Virtual aperture setting for those who use digital, you know, regular digital cameras. That's a big deal because you haven't really had that kind of flexibility. Now you get that on a smartphone in a way that you can change after the fact, which of course you can't do with a digital camera, a traditional digital camera. So a lot of refinements to make the overall experience better. Better color matching, lots of other cool AI editing types of features as well.
How you doing?
S25. Jadi kamu lihat ya, yang cat ini.
Bisa Samsung.
Bisa ada. Pulang dari awal ya. 321.
Kalian buruan beli order Galaxy S25 sekarang.
Well, you know, one of the things that people are going to have to get used to when it comes to AI and are still trying to figure out is that notion of, and when is something AI created or AI manipulated or when it's not? I mean, this becomes a big factor socially and everything else in terms of how we understand what's true and what's not. So having Samsung support this right out of the gate, I think is important because it makes a statement about the fact that, look, people are going to want to know if it's a Gen AI generated image or changed or what have you. So I think this is important. And then obviously for people who are actually photographers to know that their intellectual property is being, you know, respected as well is important for those who do that for a living.
How are you? These are all of our online exclusive colors.